In this video, we are going to discuss about types of system calls in operating system. System call is an interface between process and operating system. We know what is a process. Process means a program in execution, a program during execution. So system call acts as an interface between program and operating system. Let's take the example of reading data from file 1 and copying the data to file 2. So in order to do this operation, we have to use several system calls. So first we have to open file 1 in read mode. Why? Because we need to read the content of the file 1. Okay. So first we need to open file 1 in read mode. So we have to use two system calls such as open and read system call. So read a character from the file 1 and check whether it is not end of the file character or not. End of the file means the last character is called as end of the file character. If it is not the end of the file character, then we have to copy that file to file 2. That means we have to write that character to file 2. So we must use write system call now. Okay. So likewise we have to read the second character from the file 1 and check whether it is end of the file character or not. If it is not end of file character, we have to write that character into file 2. So likewise we need to read the contents of file 1 and write that content to file 2. So we have to open the two files. Okay. File 1 should be opened in read mode. File 2 should be opened in write mode. Why? Because we have to copy the content into file 2. Okay. So we need to use open system call. Next we need to use read system call. Next write system call. Once all the operations are over, then we have to close file 1 as well as file 2. So we must use close system call. So according to our requirement in the program, we may need to use several system calls. System calls are mainly classified into 5 types. First one is process control system calls. Second one is file management system calls. Third one is device management system calls. Fourth one is information maintenance system calls. And the last one is communication system calls. In this video, we are going to discuss all these system calls one by one. So first one is process control system calls. So we know what is a process. Process means a program during execution. Okay, so during if you take any programming language, it may be C or C++. Let us take the example of executing a program. So after typing the program, first we have to save the program. So once we save the program will be stored in hard disk. During compilation also, the program resides in hard disk, but at the time of execution, that program will be transferred from hard disk into the main memory. And whenever the program is loaded into the main memory, it is called as a process. So process means a program in execution. Why? Because CPU has to execute the program, but CPU can access only main memory only. CPU cannot access secondary memory. Okay. So first we have to create the process. So creation of process is nothing but loading the program from secondary memory to the main memory. So that is also called as loading a process. Next we have to execute the process. We have to perform various operations on the process, such as we have to perform read operation, write operation. Several operations are there. According to our requirement, we will perform the operations. So once all the operations are over, then we have to terminate the process. Okay. Next, wait. Sometimes there may be a possibility that one process has to wait for another process in order to complete its execution. So for that purpose, we use wait system call. Next, after completing execution of that process, the second process sends a signal to the first process in order to confirm that it has completed its execution. So signal is nothing but an acknowledgement. Okay. Next, allocate and free the memory. Allocating the memory. So first we have to store that process into the main memory. So we need to allocate some space. So for that purpose, allocate system call is used by the operating system. Next, once all the operations are over, we have to terminate the process. That means we have to free the memory. So that means that process will be transferred from main memory to the hard disk. once all the operations are over. Why? Because the size of the main memory is very, very small. So if it is moved from main memory to the hard disk, then in that space another process will be stored. Okay, so these are the various system calls related to the process control. All these system calls are used by the operating system according to the requirement. Next one is file management system calls. First one is creating a file. We know what is a file. A file contains a collection of related data. If you take student file, it contains student related information. If you take employee file, it contains employee related information. A file is a collection of lines where each line contains collection of words, where each word contains collection of characters. Each character contains collection of bytes. Byte contain collection of bits. A file is a collection of lines, words, characters, bytes, and bits. So first we have to create the file. So in order to create the file, create system call is used. Next, open. So once the file is created, if you want to perform any read operation or write operation, then we have to open that file. Okay. Next, after opening the file, if you want, we can perform the read operation. So read means reading the data from the file. Next one is writing the data into the file, copying the data into the file, placing the data in the destination file. Next, once all the operations are over, if we want, we can close the file. Okay, once the file is closed, then all those file closing means if all the operations of the file on that file are over, then we can close the file. And if there is no need of that file, we can delete that file also. Okay, with the help of the delete system call. Okay, so closing means after closing, if we want, we can open that file one more time. Whereas deleting means that file will be completely deleted from our computer, from our secondary memory. Next one is device management. So device means it may be either input device or output device. The input devices are useful in order to provide information to the computer, whereas output devices are useful in order to display information on the computer. The commonly used input devices are keyboard. Keyboard is the commonly used input device. Next we have mouse, scanner, whereas the commonly used output devices are printer, monitor. All those are the commonly used output devices. Requesting a device. Let us assume that we have given some printout. So initially operating system puts a request for the printer. So by using this system call request a device. So once that operation is over, once the printing is over, then we can release the device with the help of the release system call. Operating system internally uses request and release system calls according to our requirement. Whenever we have given print, then request system call will be initiated, and after the printing is over, release system call will be initiated. Next, read system call is useful in order to read data from the keyboard. Okay, whereas write system call is useful in order to write data into the monitor. Okay, so likewise for performing read and write operations on the corresponding devices, the read and write system call will be used. Okay, it may be any device, it may be some hard disk or printer or monitor, any input device or any output device. These operations are performed. Let us see the next one, information maintenance. It is useful mainly in order to get the information about the computer, the information about the process, the information about the file. So in order to get time or date, or in order to set time or date, we can use this one. In order to get system data or set the system data, in order to get process or file or device attributes, we can use this one. Next, in order to set process attributes or file attributes or device attributes also, these system calls are used. Information, the name itself specifies the meaning. In order to get the information or in order to change the information, we can use this one. And the last one is communication. Communication means one process can communicate with another process with the help of IPC, inter-process communication, that we will see in the second process management. So during IPC, those two processes may reside in the same system, or one process may reside in one system and another process may reside in some other system. In that occasion, these system calls are used. Creating and deleting. First we need to create a communication link between those two processes. Okay. Next, we can send and receive the messages. Okay, with the help of the send system call, we can send the message from source process to receiver process, Likewise, receiver process uses receive system call in order to receive the corresponding message that was sent by the sender. So once everything is over, once the communication is over, then we can delete that communication link. Okay, so this is about what is a system call and various types of system calls in operating system.